Hello. Hi, my name is Shameka. I am the owner of Vibes and Visuals, where we spread good vibes through looks and lifestyle. I'm going to be tying some waist beads for you today. So all you need is a pair of scissors, and you can either use a trash can or a little cup if need be. So we have two different types of waist beads that I will be tying. I'm going to show you the ends of them. So with this one, let's see if we can see here. There's no knot on the end of it. It's just regular string. All right. But on the end of this next one that I'm going to show you, let's see if you can see that there. You see how that is being held together by like a little slip knot? It's called an anchor bead. So that anchor bead is holding this string together. So I'm going to show you how to tie both strands because I have both of those available, and depending on which color and style you choose, you may get one of both. So this one is actually easier to do because there's no knot on it, no anchor bead. But all you need to do with the anchor bead, depending on if you're trying to save some of your strand or not, would be to loosen that up. All right. So you can loosen that and you can take it off, or either you can slide it all the way down. For beginners, I just suggest that you take it all the way off. All right. So I'm going to take that off. It's now off. There's no knot. I took the bead off. It's in my hand right here. Can you see that? All right. So as you can see on my mannequin here, you can put your waist bead anywhere you want. You can tie it up high, you can tie it by your belly button, your hip. It's up to you wherever you decide to put it. So what we're gonna do is tie this around the waist. So let's just say I want to put it here, right? Now also you need to be careful with holding this, because if you let it go, these beads are gonna go everywhere, right? So the slip knot is still on this other side, if you can see it. I only took one side loose. Like I said, the easiest way to do it is have a cup or a little trash can, and you're gonna go ahead and get rid of all the excess beads that you don't need. Okay, so let's say if we want this here, make sure in the back it's where it's supposed to be. And then you're gonna bring the two together. So if I was tying it here, I would slide all of these extra beads off there. And if you have a cup or a trash can, they're just gonna go in the trash. That's why I have it right there under. I'm gonna slide all those off, right? And then we're gonna push these beads down. We wanna make sure it's no gaps in between the beads. So no gaps. If you wanted it here, which would be looser, that's where you would cross the two at. If you want it tighter, that means I would need to get rid of some more beads, right? So let's just say we're gonna put that there. And I wanna get rid of the rest of these beads. If you have a cup, like I said, you can let it go in your hand. You can let it fly in a trash can. You can have a little cup, whatever's easier for you. So where the two meet at, the two beads, I'm gonna bring the string over. All right, we have that there. Can you see the little knot? Okay, and then we're gonna do it again. So loop that over one more time. If you're not holding it, you see how that loosens up? You're gonna loosen the strand up. So as you're doing this, always hold it this way and kind of taut. All right, so I brought the camera a little closer because I felt like you kind of couldn't see. And I just bumped it, sorry. Okay, so you see how I brought those two together. Now we have the intersection right here, called the little intersection. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and hold it with one hand, as so that won't move, and with my other hand, I'm go ahead and I'm tying a knot, right? When you're tying it, make sure you're gonna let go, and it's gonna be right in that same little spot. And you pull. Make sure that you're not tying it in between any other beads, okay? And we're just gonna pull on that string. So we have our first knot and it's in place, okay? I always tie about 2-3 knots to make sure that it's secure. And if this string is too long for you and in the way, you can always cut it shorter with your scissors. But it kind of doesn't bother me because I'm used to it, okay? So I did 2 knots so far. Remember, in that same spot, you don't want to tie it anywhere else. All right. There's another knot, and sometimes I'll take the 2 strings separately and tie another knot right there. If you want to do 4, 5, 6, do how many ever you want till you feel comfortable, okay? Now that's secure, it's in place. We have it comfortably where we want it. And then you're gonna cut and just leave a little tiny slack. And that is it. You throw this away, okay? Now I normally bring it to the back after I've tied it in the front. Just switch it around. So that's with the anchor bead. And like I said, to me, that one is a little harder for beginners, but still not bad, it's easy. So here's another one that we have. It's our butterfly collection. And they actually glow in the dark, so we're gonna do the same process. I'm gonna bring it around her waist. And this one I'm actually not going to tie. I'm just gonna go through the motions with you. Okay, so we have it. We're gonna put it around the waist. We're gonna push all the beads back because we don't want any gaps on there. So we're gonna push. I'm not getting any resistance, okay? Wherever we want it to meet at, so we're gonna do it like right behind that butterfly. That's my little intersection here where it's meeting. With this strand, you see how all of this is left? You can make a bracelet out of this, or an anklet out of this, a ring, whatever you want. Be creative. If you have a daughter, you can put it on your daughter. You would have all that slack left. So what I do is I normally just push it down, I push it out of my way, right? Me pushing all those beads down out of the way. So I'm gonna do the same process as before. We're crossing it once, we cross it again, all right? And then I'm gonna hold this so it doesn't move with this one hand. And then with my other hand, I'm gonna tie a knot. And then when I get ready to tie the knot, I'm going to move this hand and pull it tight. But like I said, I'm not gonna tie it because I wanna save this waist bead. I just wanted to go through the motions with you to see. So once again, do that again. Put it around your waist where you want it to go. You're gonna push the beads. Make sure it's not any gaps. Wherever our intersection is, we're gonna loop it around once. We'll loop it around one more time. You're gonna hold it with one hand so it won't be in your way. You're gonna push these excess beads out of your way. And if you're not trying to save it, you can throw those in the trash. Like I said, you can keep it if you want to, okay? And then I'm gonna tie a knot. So I'm kind of using my other fingers to make me a little knot, and I'll make 2 or 3 of these knots. When I get ready to pull this tight, I'm gonna let this hand go and pull it quickly, and it's gonna make a little knot right in that section. And that is it. That is how we tie our waist beads. Like I said, if you have any slack, like some I did before, I have all this left. We're gonna make a nice little pretty bracelet or anklet out of that. So I hope that was simple for you. If you have any questions, hopefully the quality was good where you can see. This was my first time doing a tying waist beads video. You guys enjoy. If you have any questions, just message me. Bye-bye.